Hello everyone, my name is Mateo Salvador. Welcome back to another episode of Run8. We're here in Waycross because update number 8 for Run8 has released. Mixed Freight Pack number 4 has also released on the market, so we are going to talk about that today. But first, before we get into this, it has been about a month since I've recorded a YouTube video. Reason for that is simply that I've been suffering from a lack of motivation. So I've been taking a little break and I should be back very soon. While I was away, I've been doing some thinking and I've been getting a lot of questions ever since I started Run8 about a tutorial series. And the reason why I haven't done one yet is simply because I don't know where to start. So if anybody would like to help me in the comments or on Discord, if I was to do a tutorial series, where should I start? And what are some questions that you have about Run8 that I might be able to answer in those videos? So if you have any input, do feel free to leave a comment below or let me know on Discord. And then two final things. I've been thinking about doing a Run8 time-lapse series. In a Run8 time-lapse video, we will essentially do everything we do in a normal Run8 video, but instead of jump cuts, it'll all be time-lapsed. And then I have been getting a couple questions about my Run8 story mode, which if you're on Discord, I have been talking about that a little bit over the last couple months. Run8 Story Mode is basically a Run8 roleplay series. For those that play Farming Simulator, if you've ever seen Daggerwin's Survival Roleplay or Scroff's The Farmhand series, that's basically what Run8 Story Mode will be, but in a train sim. So, I have some exciting things coming up. We also have some cool games that are going to be releasing very soon, so I'm excited for that. Alright, well without further ado, we are going to get into this. Run8 update number 8 has officially released. If you are planning on updating and you use any custom files, whether that be sound files, skin files, configs, traffic configs, all of that good stuff, make sure you make a backup because updates do tend to revert those files and you don't want to have to start from scratch with those. So make sure you have a backup before you do it. If you are a member of our community Run8 server, we have not installed Run8 Update 8 yet, so if you wish to keep playing, do not update until we have updated the server. We will send an announcement on Discord when that is done. If you are not a member of our Run8 server and you'd like to become one, we have a SoCal server that is hosted on my Discord. I will have the link for my Discord down in the description below. And then we also have a Southeast server. I will have the link for that Discord down in the description below as well. To join the server, we just have a check ride. Once you pass the check ride, you are a member of both servers. So if you do the check ride on the SoCal Discord, and then you decide to join the Southeast Discord later, you will automatically be given membership because you've passed the check ride. You do not have to do it again. So that is available down below. Okay, well, we will get started with Update 8. So, they have been implementing some fixes to some of the previous routes. If you would like to read this, I will allow you to pause and take a look at all these changes that they have been doing. And then we will scroll down here. Okay, yes, they've been doing some stuff to the Roseville sub. I do not currently have the Roseville sub, but that is good to see that they have been implementing fixes. Now, the big thing that they have added in update number 8 is this, the AI train symbol timeout. And I will just read through this. In the Shift F2 AI traffic generation menu, there's now a setting for train symbol timeout hours. This setting prevents AI multiple spawning of a particular train symbol for however many hours are set. Default is 24 hours, range is between 0 and 48. Hours are counted in real time since spawning, not simulator time. So I assume that what that means is that so if you skip ahead 48 hours, but you've only been playing for 1 hour, you'll still have to wait 47 hours before that train can spawn in again. Now, there's nothing stopping you from manually spawning in that train. This is just trains randomly spawning in, if that makes any sense at all. So, set to 0 hours to disable the feature. When the AI system considers a train for spawning from a spawn location, it will check to see how long since its previous... excuse me, English, Mateo. it'll check to see how long it's been since the previous spawn of this symbol. If it's been over the number of hours set, or if there's no other such user AI train active in the world, the AI system will spawn it. Note, dead trains are not considered an active train. That's interesting. So I'm going to assume that what this means is that if a train with the same tag is currently under a player or AI control, it will not spawn that train in. I'm going to assume that that's what it means. All right, so let's just take a look at this in Run 8. If we go to the AI traffic menu, we now have this here, train symbol timeout hours. And the maximum is 48 hours. And then the minimum is 0. Can I just hold this down? Okay, I guess I can just hold it down. The minimum is 0. And if you have it set to 0, that means that this timeout system is disabled. So that is good to know. Now let's just set it to 10 hours. Basically what this is that if we have it set to 10 hours, and let's just take a train for example, Q45601. If the AI spawner spawns in Q45601, 10 hours has to go by before that train can spawn in again. So the staff team on the Run8 server was talking about this a little bit, and we have one suggestion. Instead of 48 hours being the max, we'd like the max to be a week. Now, the reason for this is that we use this system to spawn in our supply trains, and we have custom spawn points to spawn in these supply trains. Each spawn point has about, I would say, 26 to 30, I think 26 supply trains in total. And we have about 6 to 8 of these spawn points. So that's about 100 supply trains in total that we have on the server that can spawn in. One big issue that we have on our server is that sometimes supply trains will spawn in multiple times, and we'll get an excess amount of cars for a certain local or a certain industry. Meanwhile, there's another yard that hasn't really had any supply trains spawn in for it, and they're just quiet. They're just quiet because there are no supply trains spawned in. So being able to set this to a week is optimal time to allow every one of those supply trains to spawn in. That way we're not getting repeats, and, you know, the entire server has action instead of one supply train spawning in 5 times and one yard getting a whole bunch of work. Meanwhile, other yards are dead because there's just nothing there. So we would like to see this taken up to a week. So we have one other thing in the changelog here. I'll allow you to read it. Chat box now closes if the train tagger menu is open to prevent double input. And then some quality of life things here. So I'll just allow you to read this and take a look at it. And then below there's just update 7. Obviously, we're not going to take a look at update 7 because that's old news. Okay, now into some of the other goodies. Mixed Freight Pack number 4 has now released, and we're going to take a look at all of the cars that have released. So these here are hoppers that carry stone, which is really, really nice because previously, the only stone hopper that we actually had was the Santa Fe one, this one. So this was the only one that would service those industries that require stone. And so you'd get these unit trains of Santa Fe hoppers in there. But now that we have Mixed Freight Pack number 4, that is no more. Now we can have these ones. So, just to take a look at some of them, if we go into the consist editor here, they are located under Open Hoppers at the bottom. We have 4 of them. So, we have this one here, the Conrail. It does look very, very good. This is what it looks like loaded. That does look very, very good. And then we have the CSX version. So, here's the CSX version just here. As you can see, it's a little rusty, but it does look very, very good here. And then let's spawn in another one and load it in here. Let's just see, actually, if it has a different texture. Ah, it does look a little darker than that other one. Look at that. I gotta say that those look really, really good. Very high quality stones and stuff like that. So there you go. That is the CSX version. Oh, is that a... Oh, I thought that was a Chessy Cat for a second. Do not hammer on the side of the car. Yes, do not hammer. It scares the rocks. You do not want to do that. Don't scare the rocks or else they start running away. It stresses them out. So there you go. That is the CSX version of the hopper. All right, and then the next one on the list is the Florida East Coast Railroad, which is really, really cool. Here's what it looks like just here. Does look really, really good. Don't make crossings deadly. Ah, look, listen, live. Isn't it look, live, listen? Huh, that's really, really cool. There you go. I am curious about one thing. Can I stand on the back of this? Aw, shame. Shame, I can't stand on the little platform here. Well, that's all right. That's okay. So, there you go. This is the Florida East Coast version of the car. All right, and last but not least on this list is the Southern Pacific. Pretty much the same model, also has a brake on one side and then a platform to stand on. And it also says do not hammer on the side of the car because, well, you don't want to stress out the rocks. All right, and there you go. That is the loaded version just there. It'll be really cool to use these because previously the Santa Fe hopper here was the only hopper that transported stones. And a lot of industries along Fitzgerald actually require stones. Industries like this one, for example, along the Fitzgerald sub, take these cars here. So, you know, it'll be really cool taking a CSX unit train with CSX hoppers instead of taking a CSX unit train with Santa Fe hoppers. This will be really, really cool. Real quick, editing Mateo here, I realized as I'm editing this that there are two hoppers that I completely brushed over. So we have this one, the Hopper H9 CSX01. And that is this one just here. Wow, look at that one. That one looks cool. Ooh, that's nice. And let's just spawn this one in loaded. Ah, yeah, look at that. There you go. Nice. And then the other one that we have here is the Hopper H9 CSX02. And that is this one just here. It's a white CSX hopper. Looks very, very good. Wow, look at that. The dirt effects on it look amazing. Yep, looks very, very good. Does this one say anything about hammering the cars? No, it doesn't. So that means... Does that mean that the rocks... These are special rocks. They don't get scared. Okay, that's good to know. And then here is the loaded version. So there you go. Awesome. So there you go. Those are the two hoppers we overlooked. They both do look very good, and it'll be a lot of fun using these. Now, before we get to the final car here, just to compare what the two look like. Actually, this is better right here. So the one on the left is the Santa Fe hopper. And then the one on the right is the Southern Pacific one from the new freight car pack. Look at the difference in the detail, how good that one is, you know, and then that one, how it's kind of a little more pixelated and everything like that. From the outside, the Santa Fe hopper doesn't look too bad, but the Southern Pacific one here, which is from the new freight car pack, definitely looks better. It's higher quality for sure. Now, there is one more car to spawn in. That... We haven't talked about those ones yet. These are located, if we go into the consist editor, under tank cars, and it is this one right here, the T389 ACF LPG ACFX. Let's just spawn this in here. It is a brand new tanker that we now have in Run8. Obviously, you can load it in. If you load it, you can put placard cards on it, so, you know, they have all the different placard cards that you can put on it. For whatever you could possibly be hauling, whether it's a flammable substance, a corrosive substance, or some other chemical that, you know, you could be hauling, you can put those on there. These are very, very cool. Although, according to this right here, liquefied petroleum gas is what this car is supposed to haul, I guess. And the placard card for that is 1075, which we do have that. Let me just see if I can find it. 1075. There we go, 1075. Isn't there another one, though? No. All right, so if you want to roleplay that this is hauling liquefied petroleum gas, 1075 is what you want. So there you go. Awesome. So that is update number 8 and mixed freight car pack number 4. I'm not sure when I'll be back to making content, but I do plan to start recording my time-lapse series very, very soon. That will be on single player. And then my Run8 story mode or my Run8 roleplay series will be a mix of both. Some episodes might be on multiplayer, some episodes might be on single player, or both. I don't really know. So yeah, and then of course we have the tutorial series, which has always been in the background. I don't really know where to start, so that's why I haven't done it. If you would like to help me on that, do feel free to leave a comment or join Discord. Let me know how I should start it. What are some questions you have about Run8? That will definitely help me out. But anyways, until then, I will be back very soon. It is Friday. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend. And I'll see you when I see you. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Peace!